everyone, Kat here, your favorite ginger bibliophile, and I got my little hat and my outfit and the blanket, and we're just setting a whole mood because we're doing some cross stitch today, and it's Harry Potter themed. And well, if I'm being honest, I need a little washy wash today, but that is just I was not ready for that this morning. The brush, the wash, the dry. It's just a wash everything day because we gotta wash the puppies and then every towel in existence. And they're pouting at me. But we're gonna get some more work on this and see how far we get today. We've gotten this far on it. And so I probably got about an hour to go because I'm going to try to knock out number 7 here. If you can see that little string there, it's only 2 strings that you break in half twice, and that corresponds to these little light greens here. But we're going to take some creative licensing with that, just like they did, because it's like here and some over here, and that's literally the only spots of it I can find, whereas I didn't even have enough string for all these little X's over here. So maybe we'll fill in some of those. We're just going to get creative with it and see where we go. And what are you working on? Ooh, hi. Got 2 folks checking in this morning. How are y'all doing? Let's see. Now for the fun part, getting the strings going. And hopefully I don't get any animal helpers with that part. And I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I've actually got Prisoner of Azkaban playing in the background because you totally got to set the mood. And again, attempt to break this up with no fingernails left. They have all broken at this point. So this is like the hardest part, is getting the threads separated and started off. There we go. Is it going to be nice, or is it going to tangle at the bottom like it likes to do sometimes? Yeah, it's already trying to do the tangle thing. Whee! Give myself extra chins trying to do this. Not the most attractive, but it works. Kind of. Ah! Come here, you. You almost made it to the end. Come on, untangle. There we go. Oh, are you going to slink over, little man? We got somebody hanging out there. He's got to slink between the footstool and the couch because, he can't just walk. He's way too cute and pampered for that. There we go. We've got our thread and our all-important threader because I could never get this on otherwise. Get in there. The eternal problem, starting it off. And the unhygienic help, but it's going on my wall, so it's okay. And what are you working on this morning? Or are you using this as a, hang out and read kind of time, which is totally cool too. Okay. There we go. Time to put some pops of color on this thing. Let's see what we got. Oh, hi. How are you this morning? Or afternoon, depending. Coming over, little man. No. He thought about it and left. Okay. Ooh. Marge just got all blown up. So, no Patronuses have appeared yet. Hi. How are you? What are you working on today? Ah, he's awake now. He's on guard duty in case Tabby comes back. That likes to occasionally slink in my yard and nibble on some grass or nap under the bushes. Though, no, it's got me worried because I have lilies planted out front by my walkway, and those are very bad for kitties, which is why they're out front, even if they are dog safe, just to make sure. It's so much easier when I can work around the edges here. It's kind of naturally stiffened up and where I can easily kind of grip it and hold it instead of it flopping all around in the middle. Eventually, I'm going to end up in the middle having all kinds of fun with it. Oh, bye. Don't know who you are, but thank you for stopping in for a little bit. I'm trying to get some of this edging in just so I can kind of get this less tangly by knocking out some of the smaller ones. And then we'll really get to work on the main stuff, our Patronus and our golden trio, who won't be gold because there's no gold threads here. But, oh well. I think they'll end up being like a silvery white or something. We have any diamond paintings going on this morning? There we go. The hardest part is always finding the hole on the bottom without it getting stuck in the thick pile of threads. Since the same hole gets used multiple times as we make our little baby X's. And dang, can't hardly tell the difference. There's actually two different shades there, but they look pretty much the same, don't they? I don't know why they've got, here, let's make it one shade off to where you have to be right on top of it to tell you've done something different. But yet they still want to have all kinds of stuff scattered around. So if you actually follow the pattern that they have printed on here, it's a lot more complicated and strategic than I'm going to be about it. Oh, hi, big girl, you coming to visit? Or you just want your corner nap spot? You just your corner nap spot, okay. She likes to pretend that she is abused while being propped up on pillows on the corner of the sofa here. She's having her really hard life making her fussy Dobby face. When she thinks she's not getting what she wants, she turns into Dobby. And her fluffy kitty son makes a really good Hedwig face when he gets surprised. She's just mad because she hasn't had breakfast yet, but it's too early in the morning. During the week when I have work, she will scarf her face. When she knows we're home, she cries for food and then cries because you gave it to her and she's not hungry yet. So she has to lay there and guard her food from, the cats and anyone else who might be interested in it until she decides she's hungry. But yet she wants the food. She might be a little confused. Huh, you're getting by on your cute, fluffy looks, aren't you? Yeah, she is. She's totally coasting on her good looks. Yeah, I said a big girl. We're not gonna have all that fussing, big girl. No, we're not. She likes to do what I call her little teenage attitude of just, instead of full on barking and punching, though she's not above that, until she gets in trouble, she does the little fuss breathing. My parents are ruining my life. Which kind of works well with the book that I just finished. Hi, how are you? What are you working on this morning? Got some Harry Potter crafts or just, any other fun little stuff going on? No. I'll tuck you in, big girl. Yes, I will. She gets fussy. She gets tucked in. And she said, no tuckies, Mama. No tuckies. But don't you look so cute, semi-tucked in? And very suspicious. There we go. Ooh, I almost got my finger there. Okay, there we go. You having a good morning, or is it afternoon where you're at? Ooh, you're falling asleep, aren't you? She's finally stopped her fuss breathing and just got her head down. It's getting on her nappy time. Ooh, they got the monster book now. That thing is so cool. So creepy, but so cool. So I am kind of sad they left out the scene in the movie where he's hanging out with Ron and Hermione and going to get the books. And the poor worker there's like, I have to get more. So relieved that Harry already has his. They totally butchered the beginning of this movie. There was so much more fun to be had. Hey, that'll be a fun one for my page to screen series, is doing each of the Harry Potter novels. Even though we know how much they messed up the Goblet of Fire. He will never be forgiven for that one. Ooh. And little man gave up guard duty to go clean his paw. I hear him hopping on the bed, getting ready to go lick it on his daddy's pillow. It's his favorite paw bathing spot. Well, these days I gotta get a Ravenclaw one, but you can't go wrong with Gryffindor. I mean, I did start off my obsession because of Hermione. And it was, this is either a birthday or a Christmas present. I don't know. I've had this for quite a while now. But if you're going to work on Harry Potter, you got to have the Harry Potter headgear, right? Come on, get it there. Ooh, not even that far in, and my hand's already trying to cramp on me this morning. It's just not nice. I'm falling apart. I'm not old enough yet, but I'm already falling apart. Hopefully your project is going well. Ooh, now Mr. Weasley's got him all cornered. Don't tell my wife I'm telling you the stuff that you need to know. Which is, again, totally not how it was in the movie. It was supposed to be on the train. He was like, oh, yeah, you don't have to tell me and get in trouble with your wife. I already heard y'all. I already know. So technically, you didn't do something Molly didn't want you to do and get into trouble. Because you don't want to tick off Molly. She's badass. He's full on knocked out over here. She's so cute when she's not trying to beat everyone up for food. Occasionally she does do a cute little come here wave when she wants a belly rub. Except for it's really just a trick. You go over there to rub her belly and she just flops over. Goes, haha, you're in punching range now. Or she pretends it's just like, hold on, I gotta get just in the right position so you can get the spot that I want. But really, she's just punching and kicking you. Playing off all innocent. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here comes the Dementors. And the need for our Patronus. Not that Harry's anywhere close to ready for it yet. hush up, big girl. Yes. She's quite the light sleeper, unfortunately. Yeah, except for it's still your nap time. I heard that yawn on the end there. I'll give you a snuggling. Yeah, we all know how abusive that is, snuggle up. There's a little bit of good with it, but he'll give you side eye. Like, you snuggling me because you gonna kiss me? Because that's not allowed. Only I can give kisses. I can't receive them. Those are against his rules. He gives all the kisses in the house. Or he gets fussy and you take a toy to the ankle. Or very excitable, whole face bath kisses. There it is. Creepy, but your Dementor sucking their souls. They might be gingers. Except for they don't have the freckles, so they're not very good at it. Because if you suck souls properly, then you get a soul to make a deal with later that's not your own, so you don't gotta worry about the consequences. Everybody knows that's where I got all my freckles from. We make plenty of deals. I might have made a few too many X's here. It's gonna be a short tie off. Come on, get in there. Yay! Time to change a string. That actually went by. Hey, 22 minutes. That might be one of my best times. Trim up some of these threads. There we go. Oh, you finish your paw bath, little man. You got that front one nice and clean now. Let's see. Am I awake enough to get this easier the second time? Crap. Except for where did my string go? Did somebody knock down my string? Well, fudge. I wasn't planning on having to strip that one off yet. Oh, little man, did you take my string? Yeah, you did. Did you accidentally get my string? No. Well, now there's just a random string floating around the house that the cats will be playing with. So, I guess I get to give myself multiple chins again. But don't go losing all my strings, little man. Mom was already short because they didn't give me enough. Oh, you're going to hold it down for me, Franny. Ah. Oof, this one's tangled in there. There we go. Or did the couch eat it, huh? Did the couch eat my threads? Yeah. I was kind of counting on those extra ones to fill in where they shorted me on the last strings that we filled out, or well, finished off. And there's still a bunch of spots where they were supposed to go. Oh, come here, that's only two. I need my third string. Or my X's will be very, very skinny. There we go. Ah! This one just wants to be me and I can't get it. There we go. Whee! Okay. Ah, fudge. I would have to say that. This fudge is kind of crummy. Really, you got a little too twisted up. You gotta tangle yourself. Come on. There we go. All right, we're gonna put that one on the keyboard where y'all don't get it this time, huh? No knocking it off of my keyboard. Alright, let's try this again, huh? Now that I actually have a string. I'm gonna give it a backing so I can actually see the little hole there. Okay. Oh, and it got a little bit squishy. Come on, get it. Oof. They're right, she can't sing. Trying to break the glass with her voice. Except for she can't. You plotting on me, Franny. Like, I'm making cute face, but that doesn't mean anything. Girl, you're just gonna be sweet. And there goes the punchies. I know what you want, and we both know it's far too early. So he's not gonna happen. You're just gonna lay there, and you're just gonna be cute. Whether you want to or not, you're just gonna have to be cute. And try not to flash too much tum tum. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see my tum tum. No. Let's see, where's one of these spots that they didn't give me enough thread for? Perfect. We'll go in the middle and fill out some of this. All the stuff they didn't give me enough thread for. Whee! So for this will be a lot harder because it's floating in the middle, so it's not nice and stiffened. Whee! But again, we're going to take a little creative licensing because that's kind of stupid. I don't know how well you can see it there, but we've got like a little random yellow dot in the middle of all these other colors. And the yellow, orange, and pinks are all pretty much the same flip and color thread. Kind of like how you can't really tell that there's two different shades of blue there. That's kind of what they did. Let's make you jump all around and keep changing threads for essentially the same color. So if they want to take artistic licensing, I'm going to take it right back. And we're going to make this a little bit easier. And just be jumping all around, but not really. Oh, hi. How are you? What are you working on this morning? Or is it afternoon for you? Because I know I've got a couple folks across the pond, so it'll be a little bit later for y'all. Oh, big girl. A little bit later for them. Yeah. Well, you just look confused, little man. Okay. Oh, Trelawney. Time for the creme. Too bad that wasn't one of the ones in the little pack of patterns they sent me. But you're going to be happy about it. I love Ron's face when he says it. You're going to suffer, but you're going to be happy about it. You know. Because, you know, hey, for some folks. Cut off my hat a little bit, but that's okay. Y'all get some puppy visuals. And we all know everybody's here for the puppies. If y'all been following me for a while, you're totally here for the puppies. They're little, twice a week. It's either the puppies, the kitties, or, something wild. But the puppies like being cute. So they get to feature in a lot of my The Day Sucks, Here You Go shorts. See, puppies make everything better. And you're always puppies, even if you're a couple years old. You're still a puppy. Yes. Punchy. Yeah. Does the big girl need a little kissy, huh? So I want something that begins with an F. Mwah. But you're getting one of those. Even if you do give me, oh my gosh, how dare you face. Oh no, not quite asleep. Got the eyes closed, but the ears are perking, little man. He's hanging out, falling asleep on guard duty there. Looking super cute. And fighting it because he knows it's nap time. So we don't wake up much on the weekends. We just hang out. Don't we? We just hang out and be cute. And fussy, but cute. And then wait for it to get a little bit warmer. And then y'all be outside hanging out with Daddy while he works in the yard. Preparing it for me to plant all the seeds and the random flowers. He's got to have a pretty spring yard to lure in all the hummingbirds and the butterflies and whatnot. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for that again. I'm so old. I'm in my 30s, but I'm so old. I love watching all the birds and the butterflies and hoping to catch a bunny. So, all the herbs I've planted so far, they haven't gone for them except for sleep in the parsley once. I think I caught them nibbling once. Hey, this one string is just going bye-bye. And after it disappeared, a couple minutes later, a bunny hopped out. When I woke up and I wanted a snack. But because they like to sleep in there, or I had one year my marigolds that were only supposed to be a foot tall decided to go crazy and be shoulder high on me, and they would just occasionally be wiggling or get flattened down by a bunny sleeping in the middle of the flower bed, trying to hide from little man. And then go to water them in the afternoon and hey, stop bathing me. And they'd go hopping out. But that was their favorite place. I planted the garden all in rows, various flowers and heights and whatnot, and it just got taken over by 5 foot tall marigolds that were the perfect summer napping spot, apparently. See if I can lure them onto the porch so I can see them hopping around and being cute again. And then I'll have to film it for y'all. Ooh. He's trying to pet Buckbeak. And they just accidentally almost hold hands. Hagrid might be a little oblivious. Yep, I'm just going to stick you on this thing against your will. Come on now, who wouldn't love that? He might love animals a bit much. Be a little oblivious to human. Huh. Yeah. Mwah. Yeah? Did I confuse you, Dobby? Making the ears and the face. And a boop. Yeah, that's a good girl. You're being sweet this morning. Good girl. Is that only because your man isn't in the room, so you don't have to yell at me for being a man stealing hussy? But you're still thinking about beating me up. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. From y'all's angle, she's just giving me a adoring face. From my angle, I know better. But I'm the one indoors with the thumbs, so she has to kind of like me, because what if he decides to stay in? Huh. You forget that I'm the one that shelter and brought you home. You was just a tiny, sweet little thing with your one toy and not much room. And then your man came home and I was the man stealing hussy. Huh. You loved me on the ride home, didn't you? Okay. Bye bye, big girl. You get too toasty up on your cushy position. Now she's just standing in the middle of the floor giving me fuss face. I don't know whether I want to yell or flop. Oh, she wants to yell. Oh, hi. Kodor, hey, what's up? How are you this morning? Got anything going, or are we just hanging out this morning? Oh, don't you get tangled in there. Come on. Okay. Had a knot in my thread. Botswana is pressuring my country to accept 20,000 elephants. And they say they won't accept no. Well, I mean, who doesn't want some elephants? I have a friend that would love that. They're her favorite. What are you going to do with 20,000 elephants? Oh, it's Bogart time. I don't think we have enough zoos for that, but I'd love them in our forests. Hey, you go all Jungle Book, and they could be like the, new army. Because, an elephant never forgets. Except for when he occasionally forgets his son. I don't think that happened in the book. I don't remember. I think I tried to read Jungle Book once. Now I kind of want to go to the zoo. It's been a few years. I got spoiled at the one in Atlanta. We got to do a sleepover there when I was little. I don't think they allow that anymore, though. Oh, poor Neville. Between Snape and his grandma, he's just having a time. Oh, is it back to guard duty, little man? Okay. You let me know if that cute kitty comes for another visit. Oh, hello. Oh, bye-bye. Mm. I went to a zoo with dolphins a few years ago. Some stepped very close to the tank, and the dolphins, on purpose, splashed them with water. That sounds about right. They're so cute. They're very mischievous. I mean, they're your best friend if there's a shark around, but otherwise, don't let that cute little face fool you. See, yeah, I haven't seen dolphins in a while. The last two aquariums I went to didn't have any. Weirdly enough, I think the last time I saw dolphins was I went to a Six Flags in California, and they had this ridiculously tiny little, like, here, you can pet them, kind of like a stingray type tank with like 2 or 3 dolphins in it. And I'm pretty sure since then it's been shut down because, yeah, dolphins need a lot more room than a stingray. But they definitely were having fun splashing, folks. They're so cute. You can't think of them and not just call them Flipper. That's all their names. They're all Flipper. Here. There we go. Also, now I want pet belugas. They are adorable. I did a project on them in elementary school. They're them and orcas are so cute, except for, orcas are freaking serial killers. Like, belugas, I think, have also been known to be very helpful to humans on occasion. I'll have to start researching more aquariums and see if there are any within like a driving distance that actually have like whales and dolphins, or just the nurse sharks and stuff that pretend to be scary great whites that totally aren't. So I don't know what it is. Like, I love sharks. They terrify me, but I'm mostly safe from them. So it's kind of like a underwater haunted house when you see an aquarium with them. Even though you know they're probably not great whites, they're still big and they have teeth. I love it. But then the dolphins and the whales are just so cute. Very peaceful. Me, I would probably, if I was gonna do like a weird, like exotic pet, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I want a penguin. They're just so cute with their little waddles. And Franny would be like, oh my god, you're my best friends because we have to hang out somewhere cold. She would totally be their surrogate mom. They'd just be waddling all around, sliding on ice cubes. the weird things I would do if I had crazy people money. A rhino would be an awesome pet too. Well, now you're just being unreasonable. Would it be your guard dog? Just have them out front, you know. I think I would go cheetah. Like, oh, you came into my property? I hope you can run really fast. Then you have to get them as a baby and bottle feed them so they're so cute and cuddly and don't think you're food. I could take a cheetah in a fight. You don't lack any confidence, do you? If I were a billionaire, I would either buy a Titanic type ocean liner or a warship. Oh no, the Titanic's kind of cursed. But what would you actually do with the warship? Would that be like your base of operations? You could do some really fun, like play Risk or something, or get some D&D going. All right, we're gonna set this up. We got all the creepy space going. Host some really weird parties. I would probably be like, minus the whole creepy kid thing. I would totally do like the Michael Jackson of I've got the animals and the game room and the slide. I would totally have like a freaking bouncy castle year round and an epic playground. Like, oh, the weather's bad. That's okay. We have a trampoline floor and a bubble wrap ceiling and all the like shenanigans. Like, oh, yeah, we padded the room. It's okay if you literally want to bounce off the walls. If I had a warship, I could bully the boring billionaire by showing them how generic their white yachts are. Yes, they're so unimaginative. They all have to have the same toys. Come on, I could at least got to give it a good paint job, but no. They got all that money, and almost none of them have castles with like secret hidden rooms and floor to ceiling libraries. And they're all, the whole house is the same theme and magazine decorated. Like, where's your personality? You gotta have more than one personality. That's normal, right? You gotta have a room for each one. You can't just have it like, all right, every single thing is the same color, same scheme. It's like, no, I was feeling Harry Potter this day, and I was feeling Mulan the next day, and that day I wanted some dragons. So, you gotta have your dragon space. It's so be fun. And then when I die, it'll be a museum to, oh my gosh, what was wrong with this person? Like, we could, if we made it a little bit safer, this would be a great orphanage. It's totally made for kids, but yet there was never any kids here. The slides and the ball pit. Because why use stairs when you can take the elevator up and the slide down? For some reason, money sucks the creativity out of most folks. Yeah, they shouldn't be allowed to keep it if they're not going to do anything fun with it. So you have to give it to the people that have personality. We'll show you how to really have fun with all of this. And they never have any libraries. It's just, we had our decorator buy us a couple thousand books because the spines are pretty. They're all the same color. Y'all are doing it wrong. Because they're supposed to be books that you plan to read at some point, but you're going to die long beforehand. Not just, we don't know. And they never even throw any cool Halloween parties. I'm like, dude, you could have like a whole year round, this is my spooky spot. I mean, right, he's at least got, a mummy that keeps him company in the library. So, of course, you'd have to be careful with that because some folks would turn it into something else. I'm not cleaning that. No. This, ew. Oh, you need some lovies or you need tucked in? Oh, you ready for a tucky? Oh, good. Have your nappies, little man. Oh, hello. How are you this morning? What you working on? Ah. Turn to page 394. Oh, Snape. Werewolves? We're not supposed to start werewolves for weeks. Oh, time for Dumbledore to get pissed. It's Quidditch time. Go, Gryffindor. The Dementors are totally coming. And that is so not Cedric. Who just got electric frozen. I always preferred Slytherin because snakes. Yeah, I'm with my aunt. The only good snake is a dead one. If it wants to live, it needs to stay out of my house. Lizards, those are cute and adorable, but snakes, no thank you. I got obsessed because my teacher called me Hermione, so I had to go find out if I was being insulted or not so I could figure out how much revenge to plot. And then I eventually got sorted into Ravenclaw, but it's harder to find stuff for them. And I will always be like Hermione. Though I do love me some Luna. She was freaking awesome. Like, I could totally be best friends with her. Oh, Harry, he's forever losing his soul. Which makes sense. He does hang out with a lot of gingers, and he is in love with one. Poor boy never had a chance. Fun fact: reticulated pythons are the only snake species that is capable of swallowing a person and hunts humans on a semi-regular basis. Oh, that's just wrong. See, I knew there was a reason I stay out of the jungle, aside from, the whole possible sunlight and humidity and everything there wanting to kill you. That is just wrong. I'll stick to my books and movies for my jungle fix. Though I really wish they would have made a movie out of James Rollins' Amazonia. I freaking love that one. And it would look so cool. They're missing out on all the fun they could be having. I could tie this off and then start over, here with some more the X's that they didn't give me enough string for. But I think we're just going to take license and go wherever. Because we got X's here and here and here. Some over here and way up here. But I don't actually have the string for it. And oops, I was supposed to use that over here. Oh well. If I ever find my random missing string, maybe I'll fill in over there with a different color. Because I've got the two colors that I'm using this one for. I might end up having to get a little bit of string if this keeps happening. Hopefully they didn't short me on any of the other ones. Get unstuck from there. There we go. Have you actually ever had any pet snakes? Nope, but I had a python around my neck once. Did you do the Britney Spears belly dance? So I'm pretty sure if you have a snake around your neck, you got to do the belly dance. Either that or you have to be like a super villain. But usually it's the belly dance. Well, I have started feeling the urge of doing various not suitable for work dances after hearing club music. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta give in to the urges. Life's too short not to goof off and have some fun. I've been known to do some of those at work, so long as I'm semi hidden, like behind the paint booth. They're gonna play my stripper song. I mean, you gotta dance a little bit. And sometimes they be playing my stripper song at work. Sometimes it's horrible, like country and whatnot, but sometimes it's the good stuff. Aw, Malfoy's afraid of a ghost throwing snowballs. Run, Malfoy, run! Might mess up your greasy hair. Oh, the serious poster. The one time I got to go to Universal, if I'd had the money and the space in my luggage, I would have emptied that entire store in Nocturne Alley. I don't know what I would have done with it because I totally don't have the space to put everything, but I so would have. Well, yeah, you hasn't a fuss over there, big girl. I'm not falling for that. I know that move. That's the come here, and then I'm gonna accidentally not know what to do with my back legs. Yeah, you want me to sit there so you can kick me. And Pandora didn't even teach you that one. She at least was honest that she was gonna kangaroo kick the crap out of you. The saddest part of Harry Potter was when the hero and Messiah, Voldemort, met his early, and because of that brat with the glasses. I think you might be a Slytherin. But I forget who pointed it out. It was like, yep, split his soul 7 times to try to become immortal, and instead died earlier than he would have if he just didn't go around maiming folks and get, taken out by a baby. What a shame. Oh, hanging out with Rosmerida's doggy, who doesn't get nearly enough screen time. Because Sirius did not make the cutest doggy. He needed a bath and a brushing. Oh, big girl. You never stared at him on the screen and gone, ooh. No, is he not your type? You prefer the neighbor's puppy. Even though he flirts with the doggy on the other side, too. Yeah. That's why Oscar said, no, you're not allowed. Doesn't approve of that cheater flirting with his ginormous little sister. If you can convince him to be hungry, I'll give you what you're crying for. I think he's pretty happy here, tucked in on my butt. He's having his afternoon, almost-ish, nappies. Apparently we're safe. He's not even on guard. There's nobody else in the living room. Come here, big girl. You can go get some lovies with your little mustache. I said it. Talk to your brother. Come on. Get in. There's the one that I want. For once, she's not a complete liar. It's rounds about time. But he ain't getting up for it, my little fuzzy lump here. She will eat his in a heartbeat. Okay. There we go. I'm still curious where on earth my other string managed to get to. See, you always tuck it on the arm of the couch, and somehow they managed to get it and run off with it. Eventually, I'll find it and have to toss it because it'll be covered in dog hairs. I love characters that are so evil that it's funny. So, like Umbridge, the pure evil. Voldemort at least kind of had a reason in a messed up sort of way. Like, you could see him like being mistreated and hating others. Umbridge just, like, you just suck. Bellatrix was just like nuts, and I'm pretty sure there was some inbreeding there. And then she messed up and tried to go play with Molly's kids. You don't mess with Mama Bear. Especially not when she's redhead. So I think Harry's faking it. He just wanted some chocolate and couldn't admit it. I feel you, Harry. Sometimes I just want some chocolate too. There's a video game where one of your companions can sacrifice himself to save the rest. The evil companion comments, he recognized that he was the least of us. That speaks of wisdom. Oh, I freaking love that. Oh my gosh. What game is that? Kind of sad we don't get any good companions in Diablo 4. I was hoping it'd be more like 3, where they do occasionally have some good lines. Baldur's Gate 3. I hear so much about that one, but it's PC only, and I don't think my laptop can handle it. Why do they gotta make everything PC or one player only? Some of us like games and actually have friends. Ooh, he finally almost made his Patronus. He's way farther advanced than I am. only an hour in and he's starting to get the hang of it. I haven't even started on the Patronus. So I think mine would probably be more like, a terrier, like somebody else's. Oh, poor smush face Crookshanks. He's such a mess. Even worse than my JB, who refuses to learn to bathe himself or let me get him to occasionally sneak some snips on him when he's like half asleep. Otherwise, you get his little mat will be half clinging off, but he'll run away before you can finish cutting it. So, got to get a girl cat from a crush on so he can learn to start bathing. It's weird because Jack was a mess too, and he's like, "Ooh, she's cute. I should learn to bathe." And Crookshanks is all smush faced and had a mat sticking out when he jumped up on the bridge just now. Long haired messes. Yeah, you having a hard life over there. She's on the floor. My life sucks. It's hard. Fussing under her paw. Yeah, you're getting by on your good looks right now, Freddy. You silly girl. Well, with the missing string, that is the end of that color. I didn't think I'd get that far. In only a little over an hour. What was that? I'm not sure. To work on next. And I still didn't get anywhere close to covering all the spots that they didn't give me stuff for. Let's see, what's the next color? Ooh, what's number 9? Number 9's kind of pretty. So, they gave me too much string for that one. Because number 9 is these little green slashes here, which there's a couple right there. And let's see here. Oh, and a couple in here. And like 5 right here, which is not even worth bouncing around for. So, ooh, I will use that in place of all the ones that I'm missing. Which is awesome because that's a way prettier color anyway. I think we might just zigzag all around because that's literally, there's nothing important here. It's just here, we're doing some color differentiation to outline here because we got the little nosy and they kind of messed up where the eyes should be and put like a 22 over it. Aw, thank you. So, we're totally gonna try the pretty blue and fill in some more. There and there. That's this really pretty shade. I like this one. But we're not going to put it where it goes. We're going to fill in spots with it. And give us some nice contrast. Oh, come on. You're still going to get tangled up. Don't do it. Come on. You can do it, string. You can do it. There we go. So we've got extra strength there. Ooh, I'm actually getting a little toasty. I ditched the blinky there. Okay. Oh. There we go. Almost lost my threader in my little dish. And I'd really be out of luck. I can't do this without the threader. I'll be here 20 minutes just trying to get the string in there. Getting in trouble with looping. Oh, because Snape caught him. It's kind of sad they did do more of this color instead of like 50 shades of blue and black. This one's super pretty. Come here. I'm trying to do this backwards for some reason and confusing myself. Okay. There we go. Alright, Franny. Told you gotta talk to your brother. He's not awake yet. Oh, I got a section that, oops, I forgot to do where I actually had string for it. So we're gonna take that one first. Oh, big girl. No, don't fuss at me. You gotta talk to your brother. He's sleeping. He's not hungry. Ooh. There we go. He's like, no, I'm gonna talk to you, Mama. Mwah. Mwah. Yeah. Coming up. I'm coming up. A big girl. Yeah. Biggie bigs. So he's had enough work. He wants some attentions. You know, this is just your way of trying to bribe me. Ooh, see, somebody thinks you're adorable, Franny. And a big old clutch, though. I smell my brother. You're gonna have to have a talk with him. You want to lay in my lap. Or across it anyway, because you're so big. You don't really fit in a lap. No, you don't really fit, do you? Yeah. He's that lump under the blanket, so if you lay down, you gotta be careful. Because you know how he is when he's tucked in. He gets very fussy when he's tucked in. When I was little, a golden retriever threw himself at me. Aww, they are sweet. I had a neighbor when I was little that had some golden retrievers, and apparently I ended up at the bottom of a puppy pile of them, which I guess is terrifying when you're like, a year or two old. Like, I didn't make any noises, but I got smothered. Oh, now you just want punched. That's not nice. Oh, hello. Got a couple of visitors. They just wanted to come see you, Franny. Oh, good girl. I remember we had a neighbor that had golden retrievers, and it was a birthday present for my older brother, but she was totally mine. Like, I'd fall asleep in the middle of the living room floor, and she'd go and drag a blanket over me and snuggle. And I've been a sucker for doggies ever since. Because when you're, the same age as a ginormous dog, they're puppies. Or ponies. So I totally had a pony growing up. It didn't look like a horse at all, but it was totally my pony. Oh, crud. Why is my thread doing that? It's not supposed to do that. Well, fudge. I got a big old... That's not supposed to be there. Back. The thread tangled itself up and didn't pull through like it's supposed to. Well, fudge. Let's see if I can untangle my thread. I like all sorts of animals, but I'm mostly a spider person. Oh. Going for the really creepy ones. Well, I guess I'm just going to have that tangle because I cannot get that to pull through. I don't know how it managed to do that. Didn't pull through the hole like it's supposed to. Oh, fudge. So we're going to have a little bit of weirdness going on this thing, but that's okay because it's only going on my wall. Imagine spiders the size of horses. It would be a... Yep, you're super villain. Horse-sized spiders. Even Australia doesn't have that. Oh. That is full nightmare level. I'll stick to the horse-sized doggies because that's pretty much what Great Danes are, even if you're an actual adult. Then you just gotta watch out for their tails. You're like, I didn't mean to beat the crap out of you. I was just excited. Ooh, Hermione playing with the time turner again. Hitting folks in the back of the head. She might be a little vicious. She's not even a redhead, but she was totally aiming for Harry's head. It gets even better when you remember spiders don't chew. They inject venom that turns their prey into mush and suck it up. There's a reason I don't like that scene in Lord of the Rings. And it's just creepy. I always walk out of the room when that one comes up. And Aragog gives me the creeps too. Okay, get in there. There. Ah, I didn't get it far enough in. It fell out. Everyone's worst nightmare. Hermione's cracking up. She saw herself. Not Aragog. Aragon is hot. Hagrid, sometimes he gets some cool pets, but then he got the ginormous spider. I don't know what he was thinking with that one. He was an accidental menace. Excuse me. A giant spider would be the perfect pet. Think back to Harry Potter. No. Giant spider, terrible. Now, dragon, on the other hand, that would be the perfect pet. You never get cold because he can start fires and he can fly. And he could have just taken a bite out of Voldemort and bye. Be a perfect babysitter. See, he had it right with Norbert, but he got it wrong as a kid with Aragog. Just don't live in a wooden hut. Might need to fireproof everything. Dun dun dun! Whomping Willow. Out to whomp some kids. Come to think of it, I would like to own a basilisk, or at least a Nagini. Nagini had some potential. She understood a few things. I swear that tree is the epitome of get off my lawn. It's like, if I'm going down with the tree, you're coming too, Harry. Yoink! And then smash right on top of him. I swear, Hermione plotted a few of these things. It would have been more evident if they'd left spew in. Crazy-eyed Sirius. Woo! That's how you know they're friends. Like, you ain't killing him unless you get through me first, sucker. Despite their, constant going at each other. It's so weird watching this after you've watched Wonder Woman, where Lupin goes from, the good guy to the ultimate evil. Azkaban. Poor Sirius. I think he might have snapped a little bit. Then again, he did spend 12 years with a bunch of soul suckers. And fleas. Come here, big girl. Don't be fussing at me. Come here. Hello, Biggie Bigs. Yeah. And I have a friend named Peter that has had pet rats. And now he is a rat. Kind of stepping on me there, big girl. Watch them big old paws. Lay down? Or are you just sniffing and hoping maybe that'll convince your brother to come out and beg for breakfast? Huh. Except for he's a leisurely boy and he only has one thing he begs for. And that's not till 8 o'clock when he gets his wet food. It's the only thing he gets fussy for. Oh, Biggie Beaks. That's why he gets away with it, because he makes cute hurry-up fusses. But only once the can has already been opened. The doggo is so cute. I want to kidnap. It's a she. She's my 80-pound torpedo. She makes me have to guard myself or she'll punch me right in the chest every time we come home and knock me off the step. Huh. Though it is kind of nice that you acknowledge that you have to jump over your brother instead of like crashing into him and smothering him when you go running and attacking. Huh. Your hellos might be painful. Yes, they are. Your hellos are a little loud and painful. Hello. Okay, like you do. No, I'm definitely gonna have a bruise on that thigh. That's a lot of weight on that one paw. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He snored a little bit. Yeah, but girl. I'm gonna settle on in, okay. Mrs. Squishy. She used to be the youngest, but she's by far the biggest. Yes, you are. But you're the big girl. You started out cat size, and now look at you. Oh. It's so cute. I have her on my wall of some various pictures of them as babies and adults. You would think I took her to the pound and traded her in. She does not look like her baby pictures at all. She looked like a straight up rot when we first brought her home. And then her face changed like 4 times before it settled down and went, yep, this is the colors that we want to be. Is everybody having a good morning, getting all their crafting and Harry Pottering done? Or y'all just enjoying the Fran over here? Who's in her sweet mode. I think she actually got enough sleep for once. Oh, is that delicious foot there? You about ate it on that one. That wasn't a lick. Yeah, clean it before bath time. I think that'll spare you and your brother. It's 7 p.m. over here. Oh, so it's about dinner time for y'all. It was lunchtime here, but it's also Saturday, so I haven't even had breakfast yet. I was actually allowed to sleep in for once. Till almost like 9 o'clock when I feed Jackie boy his breakfast. Because he's my little fluffy, sexist pig gentleman kitty. That he's good one-on-one. Otherwise, he's a little like, I don't know if I want to attack you or run away. It's a little overstimulated. So he has to have his own room. He used to be one of the pups till he ran under that one. Like they're just like, oh, she's standing there blocking the door. Shoot, right under her without even ducking, and got lost and came back with little kitty PTSD. Now, the room that was going to get repainted and become my library is his yellow, nobody's allowed room. So, the puppies did manage to open the door one day and go in and do a toy raid on him. The poor thing was hiding in his closet, but they just stole some of his toys and brought them to the living room. Though, to be fair, he steals theirs if he can. He likes the little Nerf balls that we get for Lil Man. Apparently, they're perfectly cat-sized, too. And I guess it's kind of good that they're in the room, because Franny will play with anything that squeaks. And she's big enough she could choke on those things. You cooking up anything good for dinner over there since it's so late? Uh-oh. Full moon. He forgot to take his potion. The one thing Severus was good for. Keeping him medicated so he doesn't take out the kids. Alright. I've had a protein shake and a pot of pasta today. Ooh, pasta sounds good. Protein shakes! I've yet to find a protein powder that doesn't taste like a health powder. Ooh, we finally got some pretty contrast there, which really does not show up well here. Kind of blends in, but it's so pretty. I like that shade. And we're just going to keep putting it where it doesn't really go. But that's okay. Maybe we'll get some more stuff where we've got more thread than we really need and we can get caught up. And surprisingly, this hasn't messed up my hands yet today. Nice. Also, my powder tastes like chocolate. Ooh. Hey, Randy! How are you? Come here. You feeling better today, or all the meds and treatments still getting you kind of down. I'm so excited to see you doing a live stream. I'm drinking an Americano and I'm going to try some physical therapy soon. Oh, I'm so glad you could join me. Hopefully that doesn't wear you out too much. Glad you're finally, getting back a little bit. Come on. There. It's the therapy for the legs, or just kind of like in general? For my legs, I'm kind of relearning how to walk. Oh, yeah, we gotta get you walking so you can go back to dancing and having all the fun. Getting into some karaoke misadventures. Darn right. Yeah. Has your lady friend been to visit much? So you can, get a little extra encouragement to get back into dancing shape. When I get better, I'll come to Georgia and we'll go stepping. I'm not in Georgia anymore. I grew up there, but. Which one? Oh, Randy, you dog. Oh, in there. You just having all the fun. Oh. Oh, Harry should have called for some help. There we go. There's the Patronus. It doesn't really look like the Patronus at all. It's just a ball of light in this one. They might have forgot that it was supposed to be a stag. One of these days I need to get back to Georgia. Just nothing else to check out the aquarium and the zoo. There used to be this really good petting zoo that I used to love to go to with my grandma where you could pet like Bambi and bunnies and whatnot. And the peacocks and the squirrels would follow you around. But then apparently it got shut down a few years ago when they got new owners that were not nice to the animals. So now I have to celebrate. I got to pet reindeer. And they were hoping to have baby reindeer this year. I've never seen a baby reindeer, so if I don't finally get a job in my field again and move wherever state that ends up being, I'm totally going to go pet some baby reindeer this year. Oh, and it looks like somebody had some internet connection issues. Welcome back. Oh, there we go. Have you at least been able to do some like relaxing and reading, or have you been just too exhausted with everything else that's been going on? Oh, time to bust out the time turner. It's when you know it's getting good. You can't just be springing stuff like that on Harry. We all know he's not the brightest, bulb. There's a lot that went over his poor little head. There's a reason he wasn't in Ravenclaw. No, she's go, oops. Oh yeah, I control time. I'm the master of the universe. It's a good thing Hermione was nice, because she totally could have gone all Jafar. You know they were enjoying though, and like, oh yeah, I get to punch Malfoy in the face again. Now, if Ron had the time turner, he would be going back to that moment over and over and over again just to watch him get smacked. It'd be so satisfying. So it is kind of messed up when you watch the interviews and realize, she was just supposed to kind of hit him. No, she straight up like went for it and whacked him. Like, well, he wasn't smart enough to have a crush on me, so I didn't movie punch him. I punched him. That's what he gets for having a crush on Bellatrix instead. You will sit here until I throw a pumpkin seed at your head. That's where she just was having fun abusing folks in this movie. Oh, Hermione. I might have done the same thing. Sometimes you gotta make them fear you just a little bit. And other times it's fun to be underestimated. It works to your advantage. They see the tiny little bookish thing and they don't see anything else coming. gonna be my last string. Surprisingly, the material isn't just messing with my skin and making my hand all hurt, but trying to hold this stiff enough to be able to make the stab throughs and stitches. Starting to cramp up my hand. And again, I've been at this for almost 2 hours. Yeah, way longer than I thought I'd be. And then I still have to totally find that other string at some point. Figure out what the fur balls did with it. Hello. Yeah, I can't wave that well anymore. I haven't been doing the proper dainty princess way. This is definitely my learning cross stitch when I do the one with Hedwig, which will probably be next year by the time I'm finished with this one. I'll have all the little gizmos to make this easier on myself. Figure out all the little tricks. Puppies said, "Give me that ferret, or I'll get you instead, my little pretty." Poor little ferret. They're so adorable. They're stinky and a mess, but they're so adorable. It's like a flying birdie version of Franny, very food motivated. Oh, Dumbledore. He's so happy to have pulled one over on that butthead coward Fudge. Who got a bird on his head. Such a big snore for such a little puppy under here. You got the little man, and this lump right here is my little man band. I'm making quite the snore every now and then. And Franny's just on the floor over there giving the whole "my life is over" face. When it's finally warm enough, I'll have to move my plants out of my garage with their grow light. But I've got a lime tree that every time it makes limes, they all fall off. But the blossoms just smell so good. And I found some lemon thyme that, I probably won't cook with it, but I might make some tea out of it. And they had some plants at the local hardware the other weekend. I wonder what the bunnies will think. Because everything that the internet says that the bunnies like, or that my couple friends with bunnies say they like, is lies. So I'll either have a good smelling yard and some tea, or the bunnies will get it. And if it bribes them into letting me pet them because I'm feeding them the herbs, worth it. Because so far we've done regular thyme, parsley, cilantro, and something else. And I hate cilantro. And this year we got rosemary and lemon thyme. Oh, and I had pineapple sage, which if I find it, I'm getting that again. I don't even really like pineapple. And it really does smell like pineapple. But it has the most beautiful red flowers on it when you let it go to, bloom. Hopefully these will lure in some bunnies or have some pretty blooms on them. Oops, did the calling the werewolf get the werewolf after you? Silly little teenagers. Run! Lupin hasn't had his chocolate. He's looking for a meaty diet. Okay. Okay, big girl. I said okay, you don't gotta hit me. You're so abusive. I said it. You did again just to prove me right. I already knew I was right. Yes, I already knew. Yes. We got a fussy hussy over here. Third time and that paw's gonna be mine. You're not sneaky. Yeah, I saw that. You telegraph your moves. You only have a couple, but you telegraph them all. All right. So we got a little bit done. You can't hardly tell because it kind of blends into the Patronus blue, but we got all of that and a little bit of other bits of blue in here as our accomplishments for 2 hours of work. This is a very, very slow going project. But I think Big Girl might be right. It's time for her breakfast. And my hand is very cramped. Usually it's this one that hurts from the scratchy material. But holding that thing is stiff enough to actually get the stuff in. Kind of hurts after all. Yes, it does, big girl. Mwah. Mwah. So, we're going to give the big girl her breakfast. We'll have to wake up the little man. Hi. Yes. Because he might be sleepy and pampered here. So it's their breakfast time. I might even eat some breakfast. Hello, big girl. Yes, that's my paw now. You know the rules. You hit me a bunch of times, the paw's mine. But thank you, everyone, for visiting. I hope you had some fun and got a little work done on your projects as well. And I will see you next weekend. Bye. Happy crafting. You go say bye-bye, Franny? No. Flamingo. See. We get the little paw on it and say, bye-bye. Bye-bye. He said, no, Mama.